Welcome back to After the Midnight.
This week we are discussing the track Sometimes She Smiles by The Midnight.
Yep, this is a special release by Valingo to celebrate his 5-year anniversary of his website. So he compiled a bunch of different songs, and this was one of them that The Midnight had never released.
So without further ado, let's take a listen. Love that mandolin.
He spoke of the truth and how it might save her. And she spoke of the trees in Vermont in the winter. He said we must strive for faith through devotion, while she dreams of the smell of the Indian Ocean. He spoke in philosophy.
Don't hear Tyler this high, usually.
I love it.
She spoke of the vineyard, she spoke of her lover. When he does not understand, you can hear bones breaking in his head. But when she does not understand, sometimes she smiles. When he does not understand, you can hear bones breaking in his head. When she does not understand, sometimes she smiles. He said reason is what separates man from the beast. And she kissed him and put him at ease.
So right off the bat, this is a way different song than what we're used to from The Midnight.
Yeah, sonically, I mean, it's completely different. Tyler's, vocals, singing, everything. I mean, it's really cool.
Yeah. To me, it really sounds like an interlude. Like if it was on an album, it'd be like in the middle or something, transitioning between two different songs. The way the instruments just kind of stay the same. They don't really build or anything. It's just real nice, even production there.
How this song came together was the version that Tim produced was a loop that was created around the time of the production of Days of Thunder. When you have a loop, usually what it is it's 8 bars of a song on repeat, and then you'll kind of just bring things in and out. A lot of producers, when they're building a track, that's usually how it starts. So to get that vibe of things slowly just coming in and out and building like that, that makes a lot of sense that that's where it came from. And it's interesting that it came from that time, because that mandolin kind of feels like something you hear in like the Years or something like that. Yeah.
Really interesting. To me, the production, the only other time they really used like vocals as part of the music, I feel, is on Monsters. On Dream Away, they use vocals to build the beat.
It almost reminds me of like a folk song, or like almost like a devotional, like something you'd hear in church. Almost. Where the lyrics came from, this was actually a song that Tyler had released on a deluxe edition of The Native Genius of Desert Plants. You can definitely hear Tyler's solo influence on the vocals and everything. And it's cool because you don't hear a single synthesizer. It's all just very natural, interlude, churchy sounding.
Yeah. I get Hawaiian vibes. I think just because of the
That
vocals in the
mandolin, I
vocals
think.
in the background, maybe that added on top of it.
Yeah. Really, really cool though. I didn't really know about this song until recently, or that it existed.
Many people don't.
Yeah. And we got a chance to chat with Tyler and asked him a little bit about this song.
I recorded a record. It was called The Native Genius of Desert Plants, and Sometimes She Smiles was included in the deluxe version of that. I put 3 or 4 like little sonic snippets. I've since taken it off streaming out of respect to Valingo, and I wanted him to have the only exclusive version of that song. But yeah, that was written by me. I was on a park bench in Santa Monica with my wife. It was after dark, and I just had this moment of, you know, I'm such an overthinking weirdo, and my wife is just so gentle in her relationship with things that she doesn't understand. And you know, that was the line. You know, when he doesn't understand, you can hear bones breaking in his head. And when she doesn't understand, sometimes she smiles. It's like a funny dig at myself as like, you know, the overthinker. And then yeah, so that song was written and recorded when Tim and I got in the room together. He'd stitched together kind of this Bon Iver sounding loop, and I was like, what could you write over this? And it just happened pretty quickly that was just the thing that fit.
Aaron talked to the band, and they were able to provide this for the 5-year compilation, and now it's a part of the Midnightverse. So
Yep. Aaron Valingo had said, "Some cool trivia for you, just on background. I almost had Bend on my compilation, but they gave me 2 options and I preferred something more left field from them. I think I made the right choice because Bend and Comet worked much better together on the Endless Summer 5th anniversary release."
I agree.
Yeah. Speaking of Bend, I feel like the themes of Bend and this song align in a lot of ways. Bend is a lot about, you know, the 2 people in a relationship and how they're different, and I feel like this song is very much that. I mean, in the lyrics, it says, "He spoke of the truth and how it might save her, and she spoke of the trees in Vermont in the winter." Throughout the whole song, he's saying he says this and she says this. It's really comparing the 2 and how they look at life. In this song, he, you know, is very much like a high thinker, a worrier in many ways, you know, where she seems more in the moment and down to earth.
Another, or at least my interpretation, kind of off of what you just said, is he's the person who's in his head all the time, and she's just present and in the moment. You know, she speaks of the trees in Vermont in the winter, the smell of the Indian Ocean. I mean, just being there, and he's just lost, you know, philosophical structure, you know, bones breaking in his head, like he's so frustrated from just, you know, overthinking. So yeah, that's a great call out. I never really realized that they are definitely in the same vein lyrically. I am glad that Bend ended up making it on Endless Summer, because I feel like that Comet and Bend together, just as that extra treat on Endless Summer, I mean, they both just fit so well together. I couldn't imagine them being apart. Just the whole vibe of the song, and I can't get over that there's no synths. It's a midnight song with no synthesizers in it. Like it's pretty awesome. So yeah, man, shout out to this song. And this song actually puts us at the end of season 2.
Yep.
So
the summer and the additional bonus tracks all over with.
Yep. So we are officially through Endless Summer. It's crazy. If you guys haven't noticed, we're down in our new studio now. So that's going to be a part of season 3 that we're excited to build upon and show you guys more. And yeah, season 3 is Nocturnal, man. I'm so stoked.
Yep. It's one of your favorite albums, I know, from them. You like kind of the darker, plus you like instrumentals more, and I feel like this one is very heavy on the instrumentals compared to the other albums.
Yeah, I'd say that this was what got me into the Midnight. This album is really what pulled me in, because it was a mix of enough instrumentals with some vocals. Now I've grown to, you know, obviously love that, and yeah, just that darker vibe like this and Horror Show and that, you know, Really, all that stuff has a sweet spot. Can't wait to break down these songs.
So yeah, that's the end. Appreciate you guys sticking with us and watching this episode. If you guys hadn't heard this song before, tell us what you think in the comments.
Most definitely. Thank you guys so much, and we'll catch you in season 3. Peace.
Later.
He spoke of the truth and how it might save her. And she spoke of the trees in Vermont in the winter. He said we must strive for faith through devotion.